Hello, we are the team number 6, and we are formed by me, Patricio Faro Suceda. I love cinema, football, fashion, and all types of art.
Hi, my name is Miguel Mondragon. I am a very big fan of music and sports.
Hi, my name is Valeria Sarai Reyes Mendoza. My major is engineering AI, and I like to draw and write.
My name is Federico Arevalo. My major is in automatization and intelligent systems, and I like to play the guitar.
My name is Guillermo Díaz Hernández. My major is IMC and I like to read.
Hi, my name is Omar Gonzalez. I'm majoring at mechatronics and I like everything related with robotics.
Well, what are we going to talk about? Well, we are going to talk about the harassment against women on a daily basis. This because it's a very common issue that as a society we have to face. Well, why harassment is a problem in society? Well, as you can see in this graphic, harassment is a problem that affects most of the Mexican women's. According to ENCOL 2022, 77% of the women have at least once time in her life had suffered harassment. And these are types of harassment.
The types of harassment are social, verbal, sexual, and psychology.
Consequences of harassment.
Consequences of harassment. Some consequences include trauma for the rest of their life, mistrust in the gender that abused the person, and scars in their life.
Well, this is a question for the team. Do you think this problem is being given enough attention? Well, I start with this question, and I think it is not taken with enough importance because I haven't listened to an institution as schools to talk about this problematic.
Well, I personally agree with Patricio. I think it's not given enough seriousness in our society, and all the solutions are are very weak in order to solve it.
I have seen little coverage about this theme in the news. Maybe some, but not enough.
I don't think this problem is being given enough attention because in Mexico is normalization the behavior of inappropriate comments to the women, the weak law that they have to the harassments.
Yeah, I saw on the news day to day that so much woman um, is 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 being harassment and this is a clearly signal that this problem is not giving so much attention.
I also think that this problem is not having the necessary attention because this is one of the biggest problems in Mexico, making almost all the women to feel insecure when they go to public places.
Well, to arise awareness, I will make this question. How would you feel if you were harassed? Well, if I were in this situation like being harassed, I will feel so uncomfortable and maybe scared because maybe I wouldn't be able to tell this to a familiar or a friend. So yeah, I will be scared and uncomfortable.
I personally will feel disrespected as a human being, as I know that the aggressor is not seeing me as a human being, but more as an object. And and depending on the situation, I will feel very frustrated if I wasn't able to defend myself.
I would also feel fear because it's like abuse of power. They want to make you feel down. They want to make you feel little. So I would feel mostly fear.
It would make me feel unsafe and disrespect because I will fear to do something if someone has a harassment. It will feel me vulnerable.
Yeah, I will not be the same person because this is a serious problem, and I think if I if I suffer this, I will be I will be fear and sadness and a lot of um, yeah.
If I were a woman, what I would feel is like a mixture of emotions. Like I would be angry, sad. I would feel fear.
Well, these are our personal anecdotes. In my case, I had seen that teacher from high school harassed some students, and the institution what did was that just they got fired, and I think that's unfair because this im- implicates legal questions.
I personally have heard stories from some friends, how they were followed in public events like a festival or a concert, and how that made them feel like their life was in danger and they didn't feel safe at all, which is very wrong to have in a public space.
My personal anecdote is that one day, a year ago, me and when especially my sister was harassment with a man, and he do inappropriate um, actions, and she has to see that, and it make me feel mad because I would not do nothing. But we called the police, and we know sometime um, after that they deliver him because he has a illness, mental illness.
I have I have some friends, some women friends that have been harassed, and they have told me how they felt when it happened, and I also and they also tell me what they did next, but mostly the law doesn't isn't good with the cases.
Yeah, a friend of mine told me that one man of of uh, of her class said her comments about her body and things like that, and I think that this very is very sad and very disgusting.
This is not my story, but my girlfriend was coming back from high school, and she suffered from harassment because one man stand stand um, in front of her seat, and he was looking at her with no good intentions. And I also want to remark that many friends have suffered from this on the public transport service. So this is common, nor and has been normalized.
Well, to finish, what are some possible solutions in our opinion? Well, I think that one possible solution is to make institutions that help women that are in this situation of being harassed and maybe make conscious to the kids and all the population to avoid this type of problems.
I personally think that the best solutions with this kind of problems it's always rooted in education. Like a person that is educated on empathy and how to have respect for other human beings would never think of doing some of these actions. So I really think that reinforcing education is the best solution for this problem.
A possible solution to me is enforce the education and the awareness to the people that this is a big problem in Mexico.
I think it also comes from family. You have to be educated with empathy, love for other people in order to function in a society.
I think give the more consequence to the people who do this is gonna be a very good solution.
As all my team said, I also think that the first part is start from the education, but also at least for public transport, the public transport service, um, giving a taking advantage of the new cameras that is mostly present in all the subways and buses. I I would like to create a security system to detect this type of men that are making harassment.
Well, and the conclusions of the team, I conclude that I really like this activity to make awareness and to share ideas. And I would like to talk for more time, but well, we only had 12 minutes.
Well, I really conclude that these kind of problems are very widespread, and we really need to raise more awareness and really try to give it a permanent solution instead of putting very whimsy laws in order to combat it.
This problem isn't only in Monterrey or in Mexico. This problem is global, and I think that there should be a global change, and maybe in laws, maybe in education, in order to combat this problem.
In my conclusion, Mexico needs to enforce their laws and also the educations. And in the presentation, maybe we can add more information about the statistics and that to demonstrate that problem.
Yeah, I think this I think this is a very serious problem, and we need to do more as a society to solve this because it's something that happens all the days. And yeah, I think that.
I like this activity, but I also think that we need more time if we want to express like more detailed opinion. Um, and also this I think this is a serious problem that needs to be solved because every human needs to be respected Um, this needs to be respected.